Hey everybody. Oh yeah, man, this voice. Woo! uh, that is hilarious. I'll do this anyway. All right, here we go.
He cut off the heads of 131 lords. He was the greatest samurai in the empire. And he took me with him.
Hey everybody. I'm not going to be on camera today as I'm pretty under the weather at the moment, but this one isn't going to be very long anyway. I caught this video today from Jeranism, which was celebrating a mirror reflection test over the Monterey Bay. These folks calling themselves flat reality Earth explorers got on one side of the bay with their cameras and put someone on the other side by the Moss Landing power plant with a rectangular mirror and had him wiggle it about to reflect the sun their way. Their claim is, since he was right down near the water, there should have been a bulge hiding it, blah, blah, blah. Since it was visible, it's proof of a flat Earth. Now, I've been to this area a number of times, and I knew what I was seeing in this footage showed evidence of the curve of the Earth, so that's why I'm talking about this thing. But first, I have to say they did a pretty good job of putting their whole project together. They did a lot of calculations in order to show what would have been hidden, and they did a good job of documenting what they did on camera, so I give them props for that. And then, in the name of transparency, they made a bunch of their files available on Dropbox, which was great. And their downfall. Because in addition to all the footage they took from a distance that they gave people access to, oh, and by the way, if you're going to give people access to the files of you doing legitimate science, you may want to avoid sharing your conversation about the texture of the hash that you're using.
So what kind of hash is it? Is it crumbly?
Nah.
Or is it
it's
like Play-Doh?
It's like dry.
Sticky.
It's more like dried up clay. Play-Doh. It's sticky, but it's kind of dry.
Does it crumble?
Yeah.
Because I had the same situation where some dude gave me a bunch of hash one time, dude, so I just had a ton of it. And I was like, I want to smoke a joint, but I don't want to, like, I didn't have any bud. I just had all this hash. And so I learned how to roll up hash. Interesting. Good high.
No judgment here, you are in California, just a bit of advice. Anyway, in addition to the distant video footage, they also gave access to still photos of the location they were targeting. Now, I was going to pull up some stock photos of the area, but the pictures they provided were great and had a better angle than any stock image I found. So here's some of the footage they captured with the mirror flashing light in the foreground. In this section, they remark on seeing a car on the road behind the flashing mirror. And because of what they see here, they claim that the bay is perfectly flat. There's nothing hidden in it, and yay, victory for a flat Earth.
The second that the mirror becomes obstructed, the communication ends. Well, on a globe Earth, the mirror should be obstructed by a 30-foot wall of ocean water. Okay? A 30-foot wall of ocean water should be obstructing this, is not, and that's why this observation is so fantastic.
The problem is, there is a lot hidden. Let's take this great photo that they took of the Moss Landing power plant and place it over the video. These towers are 500 feet tall and are easy to line up with these sections that they have. And what do you see? Well, what don't you see? Where's the lower half of this building? Where are the boats at the docks? The bottoms of these trees? This building? They are all below the waterline, which is not possible if the bay is completely flat. Yes, we do see the flashing from the mirror, but given all of the refractive distortion we can see, and there is a lot, it's almost certainly from when the mirror is being pointed at the horizon, the top of the water, and being scattered about. As you can see, the gentleman is just wobbling the mirror around in nearly every possible direction. In this shot, the flashing light is at the same level as the cars on the road, a road we know is well above water level. This is light scattering across the top of the water. And look at the size of some of these flashes. They're almost as big as the cars going by behind. From this mirror, this is light being scattered across the top of the water. I'm certain if someone were to take the time and go through the rest of the files in the Dropbox folder, they would find all sorts of gems of evidence of the Earth's curve. But for me, this is enough. For example, there's this series of videos at night where they were trying to see a laser but never could. Odd that there's no mention of a laser experiment in the entire video. Anyway, I want to thank Flat Reality Earth Explorers for doing this project that clearly shows objects being hidden by the curvature of the Earth over water. I want to thank Jeranism for rebroadcasting it for 15 times more views than the creators without noticing that it showed evidence of a globe, and giving me something I could shoot down relatively quickly while I'm laid up sick. And to everyone watching, I want to thank you for your support. It's always appreciated. Try to learn something about the world today you didn't know yesterday. If you can, help someone do the same, and as always, enjoy yourself doing it. Take care.
That's my job! That's what I do! I don't lose! I win! Is there no one on this planet to even challenge me?
Maybe you came by to congratulate me on last night's victory.